Welcome to the semifinals of PAC. Today, we're going up against Cram and the St. Louis Battlehawluchas. You may remember I played Cram in like week 5 or something. And while last week was a rematch, there were some different Mons on Razor's team. This week is a true rematch. Every Mon is the same. So, a little extra intrigue in that regard. Because, yeah, I did win that game. It was close, though. It was a 2-0. And Cram actually had an amazing comeback this season. He started off, I think after that game, he was like 1-4. And then he battled, I think he won out, and then, did he? He might have went for like 4-5, but because of the way that PAC like playoffs work, there's like a little play-in round. So actually the top 10 players made playoffs technically. So Cram made it in as the 10th seed. He defeated Rewt, I believe, and then he beat someone else. Shit. But obviously beat someone that's really good. Oh, he beat, who was the top seed? MattOshea? No. Ginginese. Yes, he beat Ginginese. And yeah, great player. And he had a really scary team. So yeah, props to Cram for fighting his way into semis. And yeah, I think he really came into his own as the season progressed. But yeah, so this is a rematch, like I said. And unfortunately, this team, there are some things that I feel like... So I changed some stuff, of course, but something like my Roaring Moon check, I felt like I needed to basically repeat the set I had last time, which was Sugarberry Tinkaton. I am bringing some other options for Roaring Moon, but that set will be quite predictable for him. I could just dedicate Skeledirge to Roaring Moon, so maybe he'll expect something else on Tinkaton, but Skeledirge was quite good in the matchup. It was probably my best Mon the first time around, so it was my best Mon, yeah. So, one thing about his roster, there are a lot of type combos that hit his whole team neutrally. So, I had them written down, but I don't think I have them on hand. No. But there are a lot. So, a lot of my Mons are quite threatening to him, at least like neutrally. And Skeledirge with fire ground coverage, I believe hits everything. And then yeah, like Lycanroc with fighting rock, I believe hits everything. Just quickly scanning, I think I'm right about that. Anyway, there's a few other ones that it's just a notable thing that I felt was noteworthy, you know, guys. Anyway, let's just get into my team. So first up we have Tinkaton. All these EVs have been completely reworked from Game 5, or Season 5? Week 5, when I wasn't recording what my EVs do yet. So I went back and looked at the team that I used last time I faced him, and I just have no idea. I'm like, what? I don't know what any of this is supposed to do. So glad I'm recording my EVs now, LOL. But yeah, so I had to start from scratch on a lot of these Mons. Now this set, move set wise, is not identical either, because I do have Bulldoze. I had T-Wave last time to kind of ease the prediction, because like Roaring Moon is in, I go for Thunder Wave, catch Arcanine coming in, something like that, rather than going for Play Rough and then doing 0 to Arcanine and not getting much out of the turn. So, but I wanted Bulldoze because I could see Magnezone being a guy who switches in. And yeah, it rocks his world. And it's also nice to just slow down Roaring Moon even if he stays in. So that way I'm just faster the next turn. Or just, if he kills me, then Valiant will be faster or something, you know? Edgelord. Anyway, so the EVs here, I've got speed for Cloth, max speed Cloth, outspeeds Roaring Moon after Bulldoze, like I said. The defense after or through with Chocoberry intact, I can take a +2 Earthquake with booster attack on top of that from Roaring Moon. And then I always OHKO with Play Rough, which is nice due to the 4x weakness that Roaring Moon has and its terrible defense. So I don't even need attack investment to OHKO max HP Roaring Moon with my weak little Play Rough. So yeah, Tinkaton is pretty good in this game. It's also my rocker. I don't know if I'll be able to get it in early, so I don't really expect to play this game with rocks up, but it's not a big concern. I just felt like it would be nice to have. Yeah, sorry, next is Skeledirge. The defense, he can take a Banded Crunch from Roaring Moon, and he also has a solid chance to live Adamant Liquidation into a burned Aqua Jet from Azumarill, assuming like he had speeds, liquidations, I Will-O-Wisp, and then I most of the time live the follow-up Aqua Jet. But I couldn't invest more because I wanted the special attack to a KO, just max HP Arcanine if he's not Spadef. And then the speed is for a Trailblaze Azu. An Azu that has speed investment to outspeed Valiant when he's +2, when Azu's +2. So I'm creeping that version of Azu, which could happen. Next, also, I should mention I'm Terra Fairy this time. I was Terra Ground the first game, and it was quite good. It was nice to get like, the stab Earth Powers against Arcanine. Turned that into a bit of a stall fest back and forth. We kept hitting each other and healing towards the end of the game. So I'm liking that now, but it does give me a backup check to Roaring Moon, and yeah, it's also not weak to Azu. So I do expect Azu to come. It's also not weak to Tentacruel, which also didn't come last time. Those two mons didn't come, and I think they might this time. I think they have a good matchup. So, especially Azu. Azu might be the toughest mon for me to face, to be honest. So yeah, I thought like Terra Ground was just not a great option for me. We got Iron Valiant. This is a speed booster energy Calm Mind potential sweeper set. The attack investment, while I am timid nature, the attack is enough to OHKO max HP Tentacruel due to the 4x resist. Enough speed for Espeon, and then the HP is to live 2 banded Azu Aqua Jets. So he actually is fairly bulky with just a bit of investment. Not like bulky, but he takes hits better than I was expecting with just a bit of extra bulk. Because the Phys Def on this mon is not bad, it's just the special defense is terrible. Calm Mind should patch that up a little. Not using Calm Mind to, become a Spadef wall or anything, mostly just to boost my special attack. And yeah, this mon can clean relatively easily if I get a couple things checked. Spadef Arcanine could come again, and that would, with Roar, would be a problem. Especially if he roars something early in the game and this guy gets dragged out before I'm ready. That's my biggest concern with this set. The booster energy popping when I'm not ready for it, but we'll see. If he's not Scarf Roaring Moon, then I should outspeed everything with this guy. And if he is Scarf Roaring Moon, then I'm not as concerned about it. Like, it's easier to handle with my other guys. Oricorio this week, Terra Ground, but I've found that I don't think I want to Terra this guy. The Terra Ground is really just to pop off against like OHKO, a Grafaiai. It's nice against Magnezone, but here's the thing: Magnezone is probably going to want to Terra Flying, most likely, against me out of any of his Terramons. It just it's good. It's good against me. It lets him eat like close combats, ground moves, close combat from Lycanroc. So yeah, fighting moves and ground moves, right? So flying is quite good. The thing is, he loses his resistance to Oricorio, so that's the trade-off for him. Last time he didn't even. No, he did bring Magnezone. So maybe that was his check, but it just died before Oricorio hit the field, so I don't know if that was supposed to be his check or not. Because Oricorio is quite threatening. The other thing with Terra Ground is I become weak to Aqua Jet, so I don't know if I like that. Yeah, I think that was it. Anyway, the speed was for Cloth, yet again. So same speed as Tinkaton. And then my special attack, Contua Chaos, but Def Toadscruel. And I have a Lumberry, you may notice. Last time I was Mental Herb to stop Grafaiai from encoring me as I attempt to sweep. So I think maybe this time he might just try Toxic instead. So I'm Lumberry. It also helps against, if I'm in against Toadscruel, he can't Spore me, or if he's just trying, if he's like AV and Sludge Bombing me, then helps against that too. We have Clear Amulet to Lycanroc, because yes, this man has a Grafaiai. If I see Grafaiai on the other side, I will lead with Edgelord and hopefully catch him on a turn 1 parting shot and just Psychic Fangs. That's the dream. Otherwise, this item's quite useless. But it is helpful if Arcanine is Intimidate. So last time he was Flash Fire though, so I don't know. I don't know if this will actually be helpful, but I don't know. I don't think I need the Life Orb. I was Life Orb last time. It's helpful to like guarantee 2-hit KO Azu, but beyond that, it's not that important. So I thought Clear Amulet would be cool, especially if I can surprise the Grafaiai and KO turn 1. Yeah, very standard spread on this guy, just speed ties Espeon. And lastly we have Sarina, my spinner, and AVMon, kind of a switch into Magnezone, unless he's Terra Flying. This Badef lets me take 3 Toadscruel Sludge Bombs or 3 modest Flash Cannons from Magnezone. Speed for Azu, so that he can't jet me thanks to Queenly Majesty. It's also nice for Extreme Speed Arcanine, if that's a thing. And then the defense should take... this is also my Azu switch in, right? So it takes an Banded Ice Spinner and Play Rough after Rocks. If I come in on Rocks, I should still take a Play Rough. So quite defensive. And yeah, Endeavor is just the best way for me to hit Magnezone and Arcanine. Still not amazing, but best I can friggin' do since this Mon lost knockoff. It's sad. I really liked Sarina last gen. This gen, I've only brought it to a few games because knockoff and triple axle were such good moves that it had, and it's lacking them. But I guess at least it'll get triple axle back, supposedly, once home drops. By the time you're watching this, I'm sure we'll know. Knockoff, I don't know if that was a gen. I think that might have been a prior to Gen 8 move, so it might not get knockoff back. But anyway, that's my team. Feeling pretty good about it. Skeledirge has a great matchup. Iron Valiant can sweep in the end if I don't get my booster popped too early. Yeah, should be good. Oricorio could sweep, not counting on it. You know, he's got some strong priority. So, and like I would need a lot of boost to Oko Roaring Moon. So don't really expect Oricorio to sweep this time for the first time in a long time. But yeah, otherwise I think the team's solid and should be a good match. Alright, I'm back. And we're searching. We're gonna start searching? We're searching. Yeah, good luck, have fun to Cram. So, he did bring Grafaiai. He brought Electric again? I didn't even set that mon up in my calc. That's how much utter disrespect I had for it. Okay, cool.
This is worrisome.
Guess we'll just add that real quick. Boys, okay. No Azu. Crazy. Okay. Espeon, no. Cloth, no. Primeape. So his hazards are only Toadscruel, I guess? No, Azure. Running out of time. I did say I would lead Edgelord if I saw Grafaiai, which I think is good. So, real quick here, do the layout. Electric. I don't get it. Is this the Oricorio check? Oricorio actually just sets up on this thing forever. I was worried about it the first time because I thought it had Dragon Tail, and then in prep this time I was like, oh wait, it doesn't get it until it evolves. So no problem. Oricorio can just set up in front of it and roost forever. Anton will have to Terra before I can do anything to it. He's liking this. No! Okay. I didn't bring Mudsail, but I do have Terra Ground or Oricorio, lol. But I don't, yeah, I guess I just get like bolted on. I mean, I could just attack, right? Stone Edge does not do much, but he doesn't do much back. I guess he could Giga Drain. He had Giga Drain last time, right? Giga Drain does like half. But he would just Volt Switch. Probably. Do I mind taking some chip on this Mon? Not really. Because like... yeah, I don't know. Let's see what happens. It's not like I need health. Yeah, so he's like max. Ah, shit. Didn't think about that move. Boys, I'm losing to fucking electric, boys. Last time he was rest, sleep talk, Giga Drain, Volt Switch. Ah, that sucks. I mean, I have Accelerock, which is really good. Oh shit, though. That is bad news. He's just gonna Volt now? Fuck me. I thought he might Giga Drain there, that's why I switched. That didn't work out though. Really need speed on Lycanroc. Mostly to threaten Arcanine, that's the main thing. Arcanine is a bit hard to take out without... Was he just gonna U-turn? Because he can't... I'm just gonna... If he's Prankster, nothing will work on me. So that's good. He could just knock, I guess. Which is also fine. I think I'll just U-turn into Tinkaton. I might be able to get rocks here. Okay. Actually, do we see if he has Parting Shot? Yeah, fuck it. He either probably stays in and knocks or goes for Parting Shot or U-turn. Either way, I should get Psychic Fangs on something. Come on. Yes, yes, don't be fully powered, please. No! My technology! Oh, that's the worst feeling. When you prep like a god and then you get Thunder Wave by Electric. Well, he's probably not going to try that again. What is this one's type? Is it normal poison? It is, so close combat's good, I think. He could go electric again. Okay, nice. This should be a lot of damage. Fuck, that bastard would have been dead though. That's the most annoying part. But I instead get huge damage on this guy, so that's not so bad. Lycanroc's still doing stuff. His team is not very offensive. Right? Like, yeah, Roaring Moon, but... I guess I should look at the damage there. Lycanroc Dusk. Oh, that Psychic Fangs would have been so cool. What HP is he at? That did a lot. I don't even know if he's max HP on Tentacruel here. Cool. So I think I will, I'll probably U-turn. U-turn kills, right? And I should still take a Sludge Bomb, probably? Lost my, what is the at here? 25, 30, like 35? Okay, so I think he has max HP. U-turn will kill. So we're gonna do that. And Sludge, yeah, it takes Sludge Bomb with ease. Unless he's like, I don't know, I didn't actually cut if he's invested. I should still take it, yeah. So if he sets up a hazard here, I can come back in later and spin, ideally. If he switches, I get momentum. If he attacks, he just dies. Okay. Okay. This is where Edgelord not being paralyzed would be amazing. So he's Flash Fire. Good to know. Probably going to Big Dirge. Does he have a switch in? Yeah, like he can, I guess, paralyze me with the guy. Okay, so last time he did not win this exchange. And I don't foresee him staying in. That did 10%, so this is max HP, no defense, potentially Spadef again. So I don't know if I want to stay in here. He could either crunch or go to the electric, right? I think that's probably what he does. But going for Torch Song is fucking risky. The thing is, I just don't want to get paralyzed. But also, whatever, because I can switch into... Oh, he snarls, okay. So he's, I wonder if he's the same set. Well, I can maybe catch him on a recover here. Do I need to be not Terra'd for anything? I guess to take out Flare Blitz. But Snarl's doing quite a bit. Terra Fairy is only bad for Flash Cannon guy. Okay, so he could just Snarl again. He does. I will, I think we're probably both gonna just recover here. But Death Drop doesn't matter because I'm unaware, so it doesn't actually benefit me. With Skeledirge, it might help with something else. Okay, I wonder if he's the exact same set. It's shaping up that way. And if he is, then Edgelord is still fine to go to. I think. It could be fully special this time. Yeah, Snarl does nothing. Well, it actually crits, but And there's no drop, which you love to see. Stone Edge will kill since he's not defensive. Right? That's just a brain calc, but yes, that is true. So let's go for it. That para. Okay. I wonder if he's not fire move in that case. So he's -2 Spadef right now and -1 defense. But unfortunately I can't. So I wonder if he has Roar. I might just try and attack. So Arcanine is a problem. I think he was like max. I should have looked a little harder. Yeah, I guess we'll see if he's Roar. He might switch out, though, right? I'm leaving the Terra option open here for Oricorio, because I mean, he has such a good switch-ins, but he also can't phase me with those mons, so he might just want to stay in and Roar and take the chip. It's really hard to say. I think I'll just go Revelation Dance and see what he does, because he either has no fire move or he doesn't have Roar this time. If he doesn't have Roar, that's amazing for Oricorio. This guy can't touch me, I'm pretty sure, so I'm just gonna Quiver Dance. Like, I set up on this thing infinitely, right? Watch it be fucking Mirror. No. I don't know what this thing does to stop me, to be honest. And then if I... Oh, okay. Interesting. Cool, cool. Huh. Okay, well, back to neutral here. Okay. So I don't know if he'll have Encore. I mean, he probably does. I don't know if he goes for it. Because like I said, in the team builder, I was Mental Herb last time. That's why I'm Lumberry this time. And, He also... It's nice to know he doesn't have U-turn. I could Terra Ground here, but I don't think it kills. Nice, called that. And now I think I can go Sarina potentially on him. If this is his best way to stop me, then Oricorio might win in the end. Okay. Citrus. I could just go Tink, actually. Get rocks. Because I probably don't need to Terra or Choreo to do work with it here. Let's get rocks. He can knock me, but what I'm getting at is I can Terra Skeledirge and use that as my Roaring Moon check in a pinch. So I don't mind getting knocked. I also don't mind just, I guess, like bulldozing this guy probably. Rocks will be very helpful, I think. Especially if he is Terra Flying on the guy. I don't think he stays in. You could go Arcanine. Bulldoze is pretty fine for both, I think. Yeah. We'll Bro would be annoying, but I could have knockoff, so he might not want to lose his Eviolite. Alright, Tigaton, no Shuka. I gotta keep that in mind. He's playing well. He brought some good shit. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, because I was Thunderwave last time. So this actually covers both. Good on him. Oh, but I'm Moldbreaker! Yo! I forgot about that. Okay. I don't want to get parried. I think I just, what do I do here? Okay. He could definitely... He had Volt Switch though, yeah? So, I think last time he went hard into Grafaiai, but he could just Volt. Let's just try and chip this bastard down. Maybe flinch him. Okay. That's like a decent chip. But he'll die to whatever, anything after rocks. Grafaiai is annoying, but light screen's not up. This will be tricky. He also can outspeed me with Roaring Moon here. Okay. He's saving Roaring Moon, so he's probably not like Band or Scarf, if I'd guess. He might just like Parting Shot here. But I really don't want to take a Toxic. Now, I don't really need Oricorio. Basically, I just need... I kind of just need this guy dead for... Like, I'd certainly like him dead for, yeah, I thought he might do that. Maybe he'll go Tentacruel here, and I can catch him. Iron Valiant would appreciate Grafaiai dead. Maybe he'll sack E-Electric, which would be great. Of course, that Mon ended up being a problem. I had a lot of mock support for this game. Squid and Bruno, those guys always help me, those guys are the best. And then Lucario, Darkrai, and RazorrClawww helped me as well prepare for this game. So shoutouts to you guys. But also, nobody brought Electric, so guys, come on, where were you thinking? I could just Quiver Dance here. He's not gonna Terra. I could go... Tentacruel's still alive, which is annoying. I could Terra here. No, I think I need to save Terra on... Does he go Grafaiai? Okay, cool. This is actually good. I think I'll take the Toxic to kill Grafaiai. I think that's worth it. I should get 2 kills here. Go for the move that doesn't miss. He still has no idea what I could Terra into. He was probably worried about Terra Ground there with his Magnezone. Very fair. I do have it. Yeah, tough start with the Lycanroc thing, but I could just kill this bastard Grafaiai now. Basically, the plan is get everything in range of Valiant, right? So it's really going to end up being, can I chip Arcanine? And I think that's the mon he goes into next. That or... I think he has to go for Toxic here. I'm a big time threat for him. I'm gonna save this. I don't know. Grafai, I would love to kill it, but a Toxic on this is actually quite annoying. And then what do? Magnezone probably comes in, and I do like what 10% and just die. Or I go Tinkaton, attempt to kill this. He brings in. He doesn't really have a switch in to Tinkaton Bulldoze. I'm gonna do that. I don't know about that play. That's a tough one. That's a tough call. But I really don't want to get Toxic. And I think he's got to go for it here. I've showed I'm willing to stay in, yeah. Okay, well, he has no more immunity to Bulldoze. If he brings in Tentacruel, I can finish it, so he probably won't do that. Arcanine would be good. I could see if it has a fire move, probably. I gotta start looking at my timer. I feel like I'm taking a while here. This is tough. I'm probably still out of... Let me check Roaring Moon here. If he's not booster or banned, I think I'm out of range here. He does 77% without my Shuka. Oh, this is great. If I could kill this guy, Serena becomes way more expendable. But he might just pivot right into Arcanine. That would be a good idea. But I could also just knock off here, and then he would lose his boots. If I hypothetically had knockoff. So I don't know if he wants to do that. Nice! Fuck yes. That's fantastic. Okay. I think I made the right move by going Tinkaton here. Because woohoo, he has to go Magnezone, I guess. I am -1. He could also just go Arcanine. But he might not have a fire move. At this point I'm leaning that he doesn't have Roar, based on the way he's been trying to check Oricorio. So he's probably Flare Blitz, Close Combat, Snarl, Morning Sun. Okay. Well. Is he booster? No. Most he does is 148. Oh, I have way more health than I thought. Okay. So he'd have to be Life Orb or Choice Banned. And if he's banded, then it's actually I could probably, I mean Tinkaton's kind of done his job, so we're gonna go for Play Rough. He actually might live due to the attack drop from Parting Shot. Okay, so he's banded. Yeah, good to know. Very good to know. Oh, he was Life Orb. Okay, okay. Cool. Okay, that makes it a little more difficult. A lot more difficult, actually. Yeah, fuck. Well, I only have one thing I can do. Is go for Will-O-Wisp with Terrafairy. Oh, this is getting away from me, alert. So I could have gone Iron Valiant there, but I think he's just gonna go Arcanine, right? I need damage on Arcanine is the thing. I also need to Terra this guy. so I can potentially switch in later. Oh, this is a free flash fire for Arcanine though, and but he could U-turn, so I really can't double. Yeah, no U-turn. Fuck. I really thought about doubling there, but God, it was risky. Shit, this is getting difficult. Well, maybe he'll be more encouraged to Terra his other guy now? You know the guy? Shit, okay. So, I think Sarina can just die now. Because he'll what? Flare Blitz? He'd be dumb not to have a fire move with a Flash Fire Arcanine, I think. He'll do a bit of chip to himself and then I don't know. That was such a tough play. Damn, Life Orb is good prep. Bandit would have been a lot easier. He went Snarl. No way he doesn't have the fire move, right? There's a chance I outspeed if he's just max Pedef. Okay. Wow. Flareless would have fucked up Skeldar. Well, I guess not really, because Skeldar's just very fit def. Tough call here. If he's faster than Oricorio, and he might be, then he probably just KOs me. That's the problem. And it's too early for Valiant because he hasn't Terra'd his Mon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. Running out of time. Is Grafaiai alive? It is. Okay. Man, the Flash Fire. I thought he would have U-turn, so I really wanted to double on the moon, but Air Slash. Try and flinch. Oh, that did a lot. Oh, I crit him. Wait a sec. Okay. Things are happening in my brain. So now I think I can go Valiant, kill him. He has to Terra his Magnezone after that and try and take me out. Or he could go Grafaiai and Toxic. Either way, that's great for Dirge. If I can get enough chip, if Magnezone is slower than Dirge, then I think I can win. Basically, is what I'm thinking. Makes sense, guys? Aura Sphere here. I doubt he saves this, but I would take an Aura Sphere on anything else, that's for sure. He does not have E-Speed, as we saw. So Moon dies, Grafaiai saves it. Wild man, okay. I mean, okay. Yeah. Okay. Could have caught me in a setup move, I guess. It makes sense. I need to outspeed Sturge and can heal. So there's that. Magnezone. I can't actually. I think I'm gonna lose. Because he can just Terra here. He's gonna probably Terra flying or something. Some kind of resist, right? And then I need to outspeed. Oh, I don't know if I can win. Shit. Yeah, sadly, Flash Cannon is just good against my last two guys. Like water. Okay. Maybe I get a special attack drop. Oh, is he AV? Oh, I got it. Ah, it's looking over, boys. Damn. Where did it all go wrong? I think the turn 1 para on my best offensive mon was a bit of an oversight. I absolutely did not respect that bastard in the builder. Not Cram, Electric specifically. Yeah, he's AV for sure. Oh, what? Flash Cannon stronger. Unfortunately, the special attack drop means I should have Torch-Songed, I guess. But yeah, I should have Torch-Songed. Yeah. Unaware ignores the special attack drop, so. Damn, I lost to Cram. And I have to relinquish my PAC championship. That's pretty sad. But man, shout out to Cram for the Cinderella comeback season that he's had here. Very impressive stuff. And he had a great build. Like I did a lot of prep for this game, like a lot, and yeah, he outmaneuvered me and brought some good sets. What are you gonna do? Well, that's the end of my run, but good news, I will be back very shortly for BBR, joining the next season of BBR, so that should be a lot of fun. Some big names in that league. I'm also joining PBA, which is Jack/Gray, his league that has 48 coaches. That one, I'm not going to upload. I'll upload if I make it to playoffs, but I don't want to be uploading 2 games out per week at the same time. It's just a lot, you know. And Jack is cool with me not uploading that, so. But anyway, you'll see me for BBR in the next couple weeks, probably. So, thank you guys for watching this season. I had a great time. I really liked this team. Big fan of a lot of the mons. Some of the mons disappointed. Tsarina wasn't great. Vaporeon, not great. They just lost very important moves. Big fan of Tinkaton. That thing was important for checking some of the hugest threats in the game that I wouldn't have otherwise been able to really check. Or Choreo, absolutely stunning. At first I was like, I don't know if this thing is worthy of being one of my Terra captains, but man, that mon's amazing. I ended up bringing like most weeks. Lycanroc, amazing as always. Skeledirge is so good, unaware, and being able to boost your special attack like it's nothing. Iron Valiant was a lot of fun to use, very flexible mon. Ursaring was so good. Very happy to have used that mon. I'm gonna try and get that guy again if I can. Who am I missing here? Ursaring's so good, guys. Big fan. Oh, Skuntank. I never really used it, honestly. Couldn't justify bringing it most weeks. So that'll be a thumbs down from me. And then Mudsdale has its niche, you know. Might have been good in this game against Roaring Moon, but yeah, hard to say. Anyway, guys, once again, thanks for watching. Congrats to Cram, and good luck in finals to him against whoever his opponent may be. And I'll see you guys soon for BBR.